Okay, let's dive into something that I know a lot of us think about, especially if you're like me and always on the go, traveling, trying to get work done.
Yeah.
We're talking Wi-Fi, or rather Wi-Fi Map, which is an app we've gotten some info about.
Okay.
And it seems like a really, really interesting concept for anyone, really, but especially if you are someone who travels.
Yeah.
So this should be a good one.
Yeah, I think it's a really interesting app and concept because, you know, it really speaks to the power of crowdsourcing, right? You have millions of users all contributing to this kind of like living database
Yeah.
of Wi-Fi hotspots around the world.
Wow.
So it really is sort of like a real-time map
That's cool.
to free internet access built by the very people who need it most, which
Mm.
are, people traveling, whether for work or pleasure.
I know, I was looking at this and I was just thinking, as someone who travels even just domestically, sometimes it's like, I just need to find a Wi-Fi connection,
Right.
So this is really cool. I mean, what, for someone, let's just say someone's listening right now and they're about to get on a plane, they're going to a new city.
Yeah.
How would they even use this?
So let's say, you land in the airport, right?
Yeah.
You've just gotten off a long flight and you desperately need to send a work email, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe you just want to check in back home.
Sure.
You don't want to get slammed with those insane roaming charges.
Oh, tell me about it.
So you open up Wi-Fi Map, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it will actually pinpoint your location.
Uh-huh.
It uses your phone's GPS to show you all of the nearby free Wi-Fi hotspots.
Mm.
And here's the thing that's so cool, is often, because it's crowdsourced, the passwords to these Wi-Fi networks are already included.
Get out.
Yeah, so you don't have to go through that whole song and dance of, like awkwardly asking the barista at the cafe, hey, what's the Wi-Fi password?
Yeah.
It's just like, boom, you're connected.
That's amazing. But, okay, so you've tackled the free Wi-Fi, which is huge, but what about when you can't find one or you're on the move? Like, let's say you're in a car, you need to use Google Maps or something,
Right.
and you need a reliable connection. I saw something about eSIMs in the materials, so do I have to, switch out the physical SIM card in my phone?
No.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of eSIM.
Okay.
So yeah, like you said, sometimes you need a more reliable connection. Free Wi-Fi isn't always going to cut it. And that's where the eSIM integration comes in. So you can actually get an eSIM directly through Wi-Fi Map. And basically, think of it as a digital SIM card that just sort of lives on your phone. You don't need to, like you said, fiddle with a physical card. And this allows you to have basically, much more affordable mobile internet while you're traveling because you're not subject to those roaming charges.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, I just got rid of my international plan because I wasn't using it enough.
Right.
So that's great because then I don't have to, search for a SIM card shop every time I get off the plane in a new country.
Right, exactly. It really streamlines the whole process.
That's really cool. And I also noticed, and this is something I was super interested in, is it's more than just connectivity, right?
Yeah.
They have all these extra tools built in, I saw currency conversion, tipping guidelines, it's like a little travel guide.
It is. It's like having a pocket-sized travel companion.
That's amazing.
But in the digital world. And I think that's kind of the beauty of it, right? They understand that, okay, getting you connected is step one, but then what? And so they've thought of all of these sort of additional tools, like you said, currency conversion, that's a huge one, right? Let's say you're in, a market somewhere and you're trying to haggle over a souvenir.
Yeah.
You can quickly just boom, open up the app, convert it, make sure you're not getting ripped off.
You don't look like a tourist.
Exactly, yeah. You can be like, no, I know what I'm doing.
I know exactly how much I'm supposed to pay. That's amazing.
Yeah. So it's, they've got things like even a world clock so you don't, accidentally call your boss at 3 a.m.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
It's all about making those little things a little bit easier.
Yeah, and I noticed something else too that I thought was really interesting. It's this concept of a Wi-Fi token.
Right.
And it almost seems like a digital currency, but specifically for the app.
Exactly. Yeah, and I think that's a really clever way that they've incentivized their community.
Okay.
So by contributing information, like let's say you add a new Wi-Fi hotspot, or you confirm that, a password still works.
Right.
Users can actually earn these 2 Wi-Fi tokens.
Oh, cool.
And then you can use these tokens to access premium features.
Okay.
Like maybe you get offline maps.
Got it.
Or something like that.
That makes a lot of sense. So it's kind of you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. You're helping to keep the app updated. They're rewarding you with more access, basically.
It's a really clever system because it sort of it rewards participation and it helps to kind of build this self-sustaining ecosystem.
That's really cool. It's like a whole other level of an app, I feel like. It's not just providing Wi-Fi, it's like a whole community and a whole experience.
Right. I think it really speaks to how apps are evolving. It's no longer enough to just be kind of a single function tool.
Right.
It's becoming more and more common to see these all-in-one platforms. And I think it makes perfect sense for something like travel, where people have so many different needs. You're in a new place, you're trying to figure things out.
Yeah, you're outside of your comfort zone.
Right. Exactly. You're outside your comfort
You just
zone.
need all the help you can get.
Exactly. And so, the idea that you can have all of this information, these tools, all in one place is just, it's brilliant. And, it kind of makes me think, like, what other aspects of our lives could benefit from this?
That's a great question.
What if there was a similar platform for finding, like, the best local food or, navigating public transportation in real time,
Right.
like based on crowdsourced information?
Yeah.
I think the possibilities are really, really interesting.
Well, on that note, we're going to have to leave it there, but food for thought.
Yes.
As always, thank you. This was a really, really interesting dive.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I learned a lot.